Freedom coming for white boy Rick Wershey after 30 years in prison, and he's talking only with the local 4 defenders.
I feel overwhelmed with joy, man.
And a family who's been disappointed so many times gets the news they'd prayed for.
Now, Rick Wershey isn't getting out today, but that's okay with him. Just knowing that it's coming is enough.
Good to have you with us here at 5. He spent a very emotional 10 minutes on the phone with our defender Kevin Dietz, who has, of course, spent years following this story, bringing it to the forefront, asking tons and tons of questions.
That's right, and we have every angle covered for you with the defenders. Kevin, a unanimous decision from the parole board.
That's right. I'm coming home. Those are the first words that Rick Wershey said to anyone on the outside. When he first heard from prison officials on the inside, he just started crying. Rick Wershey has been rejected over and over for years, for decades, and now finally his life sentence has been lifted. For Rick Wershey, his birthday gift came early, a unanimous vote by the parole board to free him from his life sentence, 4 days before he turns 48 years old.
It's the best one. This is my 30th birthday in prison, and it'll be the best one. I mean, I've got some good friends in this place that I feel, and I think it'll be the best one ever, man.
After 29 years and 7 months behind bars, Rick Wershey is ready to make plans. His first stop, the grave sites of all those who died while he was behind bars.
I want to go tell my grandma and grandpa that I made it out of prison, I want to go visit them at their gravesite.
Wershey is thankful for his lawyers, friends, family, the media, everyone who had a part in this parole.
I appreciate every one of them, man, from the people that I don't know to you and everyone at Channel 4 and, everyone. I mean, I appreciate Kim Worthy, to be honest with you, of believing that I deserve a second chance and giving the parole board that opportunity to give me that chance. And none of them will be disappointed. I can guarantee you that.
He doesn't get to walk out of the prison doors immediately. It will take at least 30 days to make sure he has a place to live and work. Wershey also owes the state of Florida 22 months for his role in a car theft ring from behind bars. His attorneys hope Florida won't make him serve it. Today, Wershey was just happy to have the life sentence in Michigan come to an end.
If it was 12 months or 18 months, you don't know, having that life sentence off of you, the stress that it takes off of you, and the foot that's been on my chest for all these years. I don't care. Whatever I need to do, whatever they want me to do, that's what I'm going to do.
The weight of the world lifted, but still not quite free.
When I taste that freedom is the day I walk out that door, man.
Wershey thought he would die an inmate. Now there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's not over, but definitely cause to start celebrating Tuesday's birthday a little early.
I got the best birthday gift in the world, man. No one ever has to give me anything for my birthday in life again. I got everything I need in life.
Wow.
Before the vote, Wershey said he really didn't know which way it was going to go because he thought he was going to get out several different times over these decades, and every time the door got slammed in his face.
Now, we still have these Florida charges hanging out there, and that really is going to determine where he really goes next.
That's right, and Rick Wershey's attorney came in today to talk about that, and there was one thing he said that really put today's decision in perspective. Take a look.
This was the one that we had to get over. I'm sure you're contrasting it to the Florida issue. The Florida issue is a temporary matter. We'll either resolve that or not. Worst case scenario, he will have a short period of time that he's going to have to serve in Florida. But there's an end to it. In Michigan, there was no end to it.
So Wershey will ask Florida time to go away, but as it stands right now, he's going to have to go. He says that fight is for next week. Right now, he's going to celebrate with a little sleep, something he hasn't had in a few days.
Talk about how that's coordinated, because Michigan is kind of done with it, but
right.
They, I guess, owe Florida at least notification.
Exactly. They're going to notify Florida that he is being released, and it's Florida's obligation to come up and get him if they want him. And that's going to be decided in the next 30 days, and so Wershey will either go to Florida or he'll walk out a free man.
Yeah. Right, Kevin.
Long time coming here. All right. Well, let's get over to defender Karen Drew. She was with Wershey's family when they got the news, and Karen, overjoyed is an understatement here.
You are so right. You know, they said they went to bed last night. They said their prayers. They were hopeful, and they said, you know what? We thought today was going to be different. And boy, they were right.
home.
I know.
He's coming home.
Words Rick Wershe's family has hoped for nearly 3 decades. Today, they got the biggest gift, the gift of time with their son, brother, and uncle. His parole was granted.
I went to bed last night manifesting in my head that today was going to be an amazing day and we would get the news that we've longed for, and we did.
Dominique Relaford is Rick's niece. She was just 9 months old when he went to prison.
A big part of my life was going to visit him at the different prisons.
She is 30 now and has a daughter of her own.
He's not going to be a phone call. He's not going to be the pictures and the cards that she's been saving and waiting to meet. Like, she's actually going to be able to put a face with this person that is a big part of her life, but so small at the same time.
So why does the family think this time was different? Why did the parole board agree unanimously to release Wershe from prison?
I think it was him addressing that he did commit a crime, he did own up to it, and that he is so anti-drug now that he could be a prosecutor. He will not commit any crimes. He will not be back in prison. And I can't wait so I can give him a hug.
Thank you, Lord. It's about time. It's just been way too long. He deserved to be out long ago. And I'm so happy. I always said, please, Lord, I want him home before I die.
And hopefully that will be the case. I can tell you it was just interesting seeing all the different dynamics in the family, because you have people who obviously grew up with Rick and knew him, and then you've got this whole new generation of nieces and nephews who want to know this man. So there were so many different levels of excitement, Kim and Devin, in terms of the reality of perhaps getting to know their uncle once again.
Yeah, just really unbelievable. So emotional. And Karen, his mom, she must be overjoyed, just thanking the Lord that she was able, will be able to see him before, you know, anything happens to her. She's waited so long for this day. Talk a little bit about what she had to say.
Well, she was interesting because, you know, everyone expresses emotion differently, and you had some people, you know, jumping up and screaming, and his mom was just kind of in this phase, or this, you know, like she wasn't really sure how to react because she still was disappointed so many times. I said, what do you think you're going to do? What's going to be that first thing you do with him or make for dinner? And she looked up, she goes, you know what? I want to make him his favorite dish, but I don't even know what it is anymore. And that just was so hard to hear. She's like, I know what he liked 30 years ago. She's like, but I'm going to find out and I'm going to make it for him. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'd imagine anything after 30 years that's home cooked is going to be good for him. All right, Karen,
agree.
Thank you.
All right.
And we have much more on this decision coming up over this next 90 minutes of news.
Yeah, ahead at 6, we'll show you the other big surprise where she got today and what his family is planning to do when they get their first chance to see him.
And our coverage doesn't stop there. Right now on clickondetroit.com, you can go back and look at every story Kevin Dietz has done leading up to today's parole board decision. You'll find the link. We've put it right there on the homepage. All right, political upheaval continues tonight in Frasier as the city's mayor and a councilman face accusations that they sexually harassed female city employees.
Last night, City Council met behind closed doors discussing a sealed report listing the claims. Our Nick Monticelli got his hands on that report and shows us what's inside.
Good evening. There are some pretty hefty allegations in this report, ranging from vulgar comments to inappropriate touching. But the mayor says they were never told about any of this. In fact, they say this is a political witch hunt. This is the report that was sealed, but now you can decide for yourself what is happening inside Frasier City Hall. 4 female employees describe either an uncomfortable or hostile working relationship with Mayor Joe Nichols or Councilman Matt Hemmelberg. There are handwritten accounts of alleged incidents. A Reader's Digest version includes hugs from the mayor, an employee said, were too long and too close, or Hemmelberg massaging the shoulders of a female worker. Some gave quotes accusing the mayor of saying things like, not everyone can wear leggings, but you can. Nice view over there. I'd like to bag that one. Or, I hate to see you go, but I like watching you leave. So far, none of the employees want to talk publicly, but Nichols and Hemmelberg are. Both say no one ever told them they felt uncomfortable.
Have I ever said anything or done anything to purposely make somebody feel uncomfortable, make them feel harassed, to purposely insult them or anything? I treat people the way that they treat me.
Nobody has ever came to me and said, hey, you know, rubbed my shoulder or you did this and you made me feel uncomfortable.
To make matters more complicated, Nichols and Hemmelberg say these allegations are the work of a political witch hunt. Hemmelberg even goes as far to say that he was told if he voted a certain way on their budget, things would go away.
It's two people have, you know, basically told me that if I voted for that $5 million, that, you know, they're pretty sure that that would help this go away.
Now, a lawyer for Nichols says the very first step in all of this is for them to determine if this tribunal is even legal. At the Frasier City Hall, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Okay, Nick. Well, today we learned Detroit's oldest Italian restaurant has closed its doors.
Roma Cafe first opened at Eastern Market in 1890.
Unbelievable.
The same family has owned the restaurant for 99 years now. After the owners announced it would be closed all this month, a sign on the door now reads the restaurant is permanently closed. It won't stay that way for long. The head chef is renovating the building, plans to reopen the restaurant under a new name as early as next month.
So much more ahead in this next hour of news, including a home swallowed by a Florida sinkhole. And crews are warning this could just be the beginning.
Also, don't let the wheelchair fool you. This man's a fighter. New tonight, how he took on the state and won. Hi, Andrew.
Hey there, Devin. Hello, Detroit and Southeast Michigan. We are basking in sunshine, warm and comfortable conditions, 81 at Metro Airport. Can we keep it going this weekend? I've got your full forecast just minutes away.
A vicious fight on a D-Dot bus, all broadcast on Facebook Live. A man and a woman getting into it right there on the bus. We talked to the man who's streaming this on Facebook.
You know, his girl was trying to hold him back, but he hauled off and slapped the woman, and that's what started the fight.
Tonight, what transit police have to say about this violent incident on the bus.
It was new at 6.
A wild crash caught on camera in Washtenaw County. Something unique about this car that might explain why it was traveling so fast.
Plus, nobody wants to be followed around by a stranger inside a store, but what this man was doing made things even more frightening.
Oh!
A brawl breaks out on board a D-Dot bus, and the whole thing is broadcast live on Facebook.
Yeah, tonight the man who recorded that vicious brawl is speaking to Local 4 about his safety concerns on Detroit buses.
That fight happened on the Woodward route, no doubt one of D-Dot's most used bus lines. So let's get out to Sean Lay live. Sean, what are transit police saying about this?
Kimberly, they want their own version, their own video of the video we're about to show you. So they're going to download their own security camera video from that very bus. What they hope to do is identify one passenger who simply would not walk away from an argument.
I honestly didn't know what to think. I mean, because I've seen different things on the Woodward bus. I've seen people getting arguments, but I've never seen a fight.
Philip Ross rides bus 53, the Woodward bus. D-Dot pays close security attention to that bus route, but on Monday morning, things got out of control quickly. The driver stepped off to call police as two different passengers, the woman in pink and a man, started arguing over relationships.
Yeah, it was just a conversation about relationships. You know, and then, you know, she got heated telling, that's why most of you men don't have girlfriends now, because of the way you're thinking.
But that argument went from loud.
I said something doesn't necessarily look right. So that's when I started recording.
To violent. Quickly. And that man was punching the woman and pulling her to the floor of the bus.
The woman really didn't spit on him until after he had already hit her a couple times.
Hey, big homie, come on, dog. Hey, ooh!
Transit police were on the way, but not before things were well out of control, putting other passengers in danger. After the man finally exited the bus, that woman, she sat back down and lit a cigarette.
I can understand her being stressed out, you know, especially after that situation. Yeah, you probably did need a cigarette afterwards. I thought she could have stepped off the bus and did that, definitely.
That video, though, tough to watch. Here's the deal. The woman did finish her cigarette. She stuck around to talk to police and made a report with them. So right now, transit police looking for that passenger who struck her. Kimberly?
So, Sean, the witness that you spoke to said he'd seen a lot of things on D-Dot buses. Are there problems on this particular bus route or bus line?
You know, he rides every day, Philip does, and he says, yeah, people get hot under the collar, but nothing like this. And transit police agree. They pay a lot of attention to this particular route because it goes so far, has so many riders, and they don't usually see violence sparking like this.
Yeah. That was bad. Okay, Sean, thanks. Well, the Detroit Tigers are set to take the field at Comerica Park tonight for the team's first game after the All-Star break.
They're going to do so in an outfield that has been rather damaged. Sky 4 just over the ballpark. You see the outfield grass in pretty rough shape. That's because Metallica played there Wednesday night, and that's the same day that we got that heavy rain. The game will go on tonight, but that's what makes Metallica Metallica. They leave a mark. No doubt about it. That's awesome.
Right. The rain didn't help.
Ears are still ringing.
There's no doubt. Now, if you're lucky enough to have Friday night, what's better than Friday night tickets to a Tigers game?
Sure, why not?
Beautiful thing.
Sloppy field or no sloppy field.
right.
You're absolutely right. We've got great baseball weather this evening.
It's nice that it's dry. You know, it's dry now. We've had so many days of there. It's rainy and muggy, and it's just so much better.
And comfortable. Lower humidity, and that continues into Saturday at least. Looking wonderful as we look outside with our sky cam, looking at downtown Detroit. Look at that lovely sunshine. Oh, I hope you have plans for this Friday evening. We've got wonderful weather out there. Temperature right now still hanging around 80 degrees or even a bit higher, ladies and gentlemen. 81 right now over at the airport, even with partly to mostly sunny skies out there. With winds out of the west-northwest bringing in that lower humidity at around 10 miles per hour. Here's your baseball forecast. Play ball, everybody. Mother Nature firing on all cylinders. Fair skies throughout the entire evening and the game. We look forward to a Tigers win as we play Toronto. Game starts at 7:10 with the first pitch. JV on the mound. We're looking at lovely conditions this evening. 77 degrees by 8 p.m., an hour into the game. Low 70s by the end of the game for the ride home. Temperatures are in the 70s right now farther to our north. 79 in Port Huron, rather warm there. 74 in Lapeer. Still head to the pool this evening over in Pinckney with 76 right now and 81 for our friends and relatives over in Grosse Ile. And it remains warm and comfortable as we go through this evening. We have dew points which are in the 50s and low 60s, right in the comfort zone for this time of year. And look at the beautiful picture with our brand new NOAA GOES weather satellite taking a higher resolution photo of the clouds that are overhead, fair weather clouds, some cloudier skies to our north, but not a drop of rain in sight here. All the heavier rain is well off to our east. That cold front that we had moved through within the past 24 hours, it is ushering in the drier air, and that less humid air stays with us for tonight, tomorrow, even into Sunday. Now by Sunday morning, Sunday midday, see this cold front getting closer? A lot of times that can spell trouble, but I think it'll be minor trouble. Just some nuisance showers that are possible with scattered light to moderate rain that's possible on Sunday morning and Sunday midday as you head to and from services. But for tonight, things are all set. Temperatures down to about 64, 62 degrees here in town. Sunset just after 9 o'clock. So if you're going to the game, you're in those upper tiers, look out to the west. Bring your cameras, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful sunset later this evening after 9 p.m. Great sunrise for tomorrow, too. When you join me tomorrow morning, sunrise is at 6:11. By the afternoon, 81 degrees, remaining pleasant and mostly sunny throughout the entire day. The only chance of showers this weekend is Sunday. Sunday morning and midday, but not for very long. Not going to be a washout, a high of 83 degrees. Great weather also for Concert of Colors right here in downtown Detroit. We're looking at temperatures. Look at that. It gets hotter by midweek, 82 degrees on Monday. But look at Tuesday and Wednesday. Really feels like July there with highs near 90 degrees. And yes, some added humidity, so showers creep back in next Thursday and Friday. No Metallica concert.
No, right back into the heat.
That's all right. Thanks, Andrew.
Hank?
Sales just like this one popping up all over Metro Detroit. So are scammers looking to rip you off, some with counterfeit cash. How this simple light could protect you.
Okay, Hank. But first, stories from across Michigan, including a critical update in the search for a Michigan woman who disappeared with a registered sex offender. That's next.
Across Michigan this Friday, stories from the state capitol in Lansing and Bay City.
But we want to start in Munising up in the UP. A woman who had been missing for days has been found. The police rushed into a gas station this morning in Munising and arrested Eric Ruska. Leanne Wilmoth was then found in Ruska's pickup truck, which was parked behind the gas station. She was taken to a hospital. The two disappeared Sunday after a fishing trip. Investigators say Ruska, who had been released from prison 2 years ago, was holding Wilmoth against her will.
In Bay City, a woman fed up with her roommate went to the extremes to get away from him. 30-year-old Victoria Pollock says she assaulted the man she was living with and then called the police on herself. Pollock told police that after an argument, she snapped and punched her roommate twice before stabbing him with a fork. Pollock was arrested and arraigned on assault and violence charges, but I guess in the end she got what she wanted because the judge ordered that she have no further contact with her roommate.
Governor Rick Snyder has signed into law legislation that lifts the state's ban on switchblades. Grand Ledge Senator Rick Jones introduced the bill, which repeals the state law that makes the selling or possession of spring-assisted knives a misdemeanor in the state. Jones and Michigan State Police supported the bill.
New at 5:30.
It's not just the heat, it's the humidity. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, see who's being hit especially hard this week, plus the summer activity that's sending lots of kids to the pediatrician's office.
President Trump is back from Paris and returning to a new turn in the Russia investigation.
A man with muscular dystrophy who's lived independently his entire life was told he needed to move into a nursing home when his benefits were cut. Well, Chris Meadows did not like that answer, took matters into his own hands. Hear his inspiring story.
It's dinner time.
It was a fight he was determined to win. The state said this man had no choice but to move into a nursing home at 39 years old, but he said, no way. Chris Meadows may be confined to a wheelchair, but don't let that fool you. He is a fighter.
And that fight began when the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services said the funding for his in-home health care had been cut, and he would be forced to sell his Clinton Township home and move into a nursing home. Chris fought tooth and nail to reverse that decision, and believe it or not, he won. Priya Mann spoke with him today. Priya, he just wouldn't give up.
And just consider this, Devin. Chris says people with his condition have an average lifespan of about 20 years. He's almost 40. He has spent his life defying the odds, and when he was faced with the prospect of moving into a nursing home, he said there was just too much on the line.
It was like 39 years of my life that I've worked for would have meant nothing.
Chris Meadows has lived in his own home since graduating from Michigan State. The 39-year-old also has muscular dystrophy and needs care around the clock.
Due to my disability, it weakens my muscles, so I can't lift up my arms or anything like that. So,
for almost 20 years, Chris has relied on community living support workers.
You know, I live just like anybody else. Everybody's got limitations. Mine were just a little different from everybody else's.
In May, Macomb County Community and Mental Health told Chris his personal care benefits were ending. Chris says he was advised to start considering moving into a nursing home.
You know, and I wanted to be treated like a normal person. And when they said nursing home, that was the first time really in my life that I felt like I was disabled.
He appealed and won his benefits back.
It was like a giant weight was lifted off my shoulders. I was elated. I couldn't believe it.
Chris hopes others are inspired by his courage and unyielding determination.
It goes to show all the other people out there that if you really want it and you're willing to fight for it, you can have it.
And after almost a decade working for the federal government in their Social Security department, Chris says he was shocked to think his own benefits would be cut. He hopes anyone in a similar situation is inspired by his story. Reporting live, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Well, Priya, is Macomb County saying anything about it?
They will not comment except to say that they service 14,000 customers and benefits do change from time to time, but the appeals process is proof the system works.
All right, Priya.
New at 5:30, surveillance video from inside a McDonald's shows a man flash a gun during an armed robbery. It happened last night at the McDonald's over on Grand River near Losser on Detroit's west side. The McDonald's is part of the Detroit's Green Light program, so we are able to see a pretty clear view of that suspect. So take a look, and if you have any information, contact Detroit Police.
Well, we finally got ourselves a little bit out of the swampiness that we've had for days.
Humidity gone, rain
Yes.
gone, and weekend here.
All timing's working out right.
Just what the doctor ordered. We've got more comfortable air for us this evening and into at least the first half of our weekend. Look at these temperatures, everybody. Sure, a little bit below average, but still warm out there, ladies and gentlemen. 80 to 81 right here in Wayne County in the Metro Zone. 81 both at City Airport and over at Metro Airport. In the 70s, lower temps, but still warm for our friends and neighbors up north. You can see 78 for our friends over in Pontiac, 75 over in Sandusky, and just to our south in our south zone, a couple of 79s lines for you, both in Monroe and over in Adrian. And still looking good on the satellite and radar composite. Clouds overhead, verified by our live picture of downtown Detroit. Look at that beautiful shot. Looking down 4th Street, beautiful Ambassador Bridge and the Detroit River with 81 degrees. So for the evening, remaining wonderful for all your evening plans, whether it's going out to dinner, the baseball game, or both. Temperatures slip into the 70s, so I'm calling it mild, but with fair skies overhead this evening. It gets cooler tonight. How warm for the weekend? Any hotter weather next week? 7-day forecast, a few minutes away.
Well, who was in the meeting? A new turn in the Russia investigation now revealing a meeting between Donald Trump Jr. and a Russian attorney last year included more people than previously thought. Blaine Alexander has the latest from Washington. Blaine?
Well, Devin, at least one additional person inside that meeting is believed to have ties to Russian intelligence. Meanwhile, President Trump has added another attorney to his legal team that's handling all issues related to the Russia investigation. President Trump wrapping up his trip to Paris, just as the Russia investigation back home is taking a new turn. New light on that campaign season meeting between a Russian attorney and members of President Trump's inner circle, including Donald Trump Jr. NBC News first reporting there was at least one more previously undisclosed person inside that meeting, a Russian-American lobbyist who once worked as a Soviet intelligence officer.
These guys just can't come clean, and it tells the country that they have a lot to hide.
This 3 days after Trump Jr. released the email thread leading up to that meeting in what he called an act of transparency.
This, as far as you know, are all the emails that exist on this case, and you don't think there's any other one?
Which I do not think there's anything else. We've scoured it thoroughly just to be sure.
Now, growing scrutiny on presidential son-in-law Jared Kushner, the only person from that meeting who currently works inside the White House.
I also called for the revoking of the security clearance for Jared Kushner.
Some Republicans say that is going too far.
Once in a while, politics intervenes up in this city in D.C., and things get a little overheated. I think we just need to calm down, follow the law. We're a nation under laws.
President Trump back at home, but not back in Washington, landing instead in New Jersey, where he will spend the weekend at his golf club. And meanwhile, Vice President Mike Pence is spending the afternoon in Rhode Island working to sell the GOP health care plan to the National Governors Association. Republican leaders are hoping for a vote on that bill next week. In Washington, Blaine Alexander, Local 4.
Accused of killing 4 men who disappeared outside of Philadelphia last week, 20-year-old Cosmo DiNardo has confessed. He's now charged with murder and conspiracy. Just hours after his confession yesterday, police arrested Sean Kratz, seen here. He's charged with killing 3 of the men. DiNardo's lawyer says his client admitted to killing all 4 men and told investigators where to find their bodies in order to avoid the death penalty.
But I am very, very relieved to say that we've brought 4 young men one step closer to their loved ones, and so that they can rest in peace.
3 of the victims were found buried together in a grave on property owned by DiNardo's family. The 4th victim was found buried more than a mile away. Prosecutors say the killings took place during a drug deal. Massive sinkhole has swallowed 2 homes in a Florida neighborhood.
Yeah, first responders were called to this area in Land O'Lakes, Florida this morning about a boat that was falling into a hole. Well, at that time, the hole was about the size of a swimming pool, but as you can see, it's much larger now. Grew to be about 200 feet wide, filled with water, so in a way, it is a swimming pool. The residents had already left for the day, but firefighters had to rescue 2 dogs from inside one of the homes. Authorities are going door to door to try to determine if there are any other homes right now in jeopardy.
We did have a voluntary evacuation of around 8 homes. The American Red Cross is en route to assist us with placing those victims at this point in time.
And interestingly, authorities say a sinkhole had previously been fixed at this location, or so they thought. All right, now to good health. It is really not just the heat, it is the humidity.
That is what they say. Dr. Frank McGeorge is here to show us who is being hit especially hard this week and the summer activity that is sending lots of kids to the pediatrician's office.
The recent humidity has been especially hard on people who already suffer from breathing problems like asthma or COPD. Doctors say seniors in general also seem to be struggling more. Here's what's going around where you live. In Wayne County, Beaumont Taylor reports patients suffering from heat and humidity-related illnesses. Henry Ford Dearborn and Children's Hospital are both seeing cases of hand, foot, and mouth disease. Several doctors are treating infected bug bites and say swimming is sending lots of kids in suffering from swimmer's ear. CVS Minute Clinic in Wyandotte is also seeing a fungal ear infection. Over to Oakland County, St. Joseph Mercy Oakland is treating heat-related illnesses, especially in elderly patients. Beaumont Dr. Ashley Alexander in Rochester reports asthma flare-ups and skin yeast infections, both related to the high humidity. Clarkson Medical Group is seeing lots of tick bites and some hand, foot, and mouth disease. West to Washtenaw County, St. Joseph Mercy in Ann Arbor reports an increase in dehydration and breathing problems related to the heat and humidity. St. Joseph Mercy Chelsea is seeing poison ivy and tick bites, and U of M doctors report stomach viruses and lots of burns related to outdoor activities and fireworks. Heading to Monroe County, upper respiratory issues and outdoor injuries top the list at ProMedica Monroe Regional in kids and adults. Dr. Anthony Songo is seeing some seasonal allergies and poison ivy. Finally, in Macomb County, Dr. Tony Bonfiglio reports bad asthma and COPD at St. John Macomb from the heat and humidity. McLaren Macomb is seeing persistent summer coughs. Henry Ford Frasier is treating infected bug bites and poison ivy, and CVS Minute Clinics in Macomb are seeing a bacterial skin infection called impetigo, a case of ringworm, and some ear infections. If you or your child are prone to developing swimmer's ear, you can try drying out the ear canal after swimming by using a hairdryer on the coolest setting, or you can mix a solution of half vinegar and half rubbing alcohol and just put a few drops in each ear after you get out of the pool. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Doc. Well, a thief over in Wisconsin, in a Wisconsin community, I should say, is doing something pretty weird.
Bandit has been targeting laundromats and stealing dirty clothes. 2 laundromats have been hit in Menashaw and Fox Crossing. Police say in one case the suspect was even confronted after taking the laundry, but described as 5'9", blonde hair and green dreadlocks. So far, the motive not entirely clear.
If he's going to steal it and then clean it and return
it clean,
I would have no problem.
Would just be a guy with a clean clothes fixation. A security camera rolls as a package thief is caught in the act.
New here at 5:30, what the homeowner did right after it happened that police say was a huge mistake.
Also, he has 5 Super Bowl rings, a supermodel wife. You would think there aren't many places Tom Brady couldn't go, but there was for years, and it was right next door to his house. What it is and why he had to plead to get in. Hank?
And Devin, a sale like the one you see behind me here in Royal Oak, maybe it's a great way to make some extra cash during the weekend, but it's also a hot spot for thieves. What you need to protect yourself after the break.
On